Hey guys, and welcome to my first tutorial on this brand new channel. So today we're going to be going over something that I don't see a lot of designers using. It's this smoke effect that I've used in this design, which helps blend in 3D objects brought in from Cinema 4D. This could be text, logos, or whatever you choose. It's very easy, very simple to do, just something I don't see many designers using, so I wanted to show you guys. So all I've done is I've gone into Cinema 4D, created some very simple text, not done too much to it, which made it look nice and for the tutorial. So what I'm going to do is open up a new Photoshop document. So I should go File, New, which can use the good old 1920 by 1080. What I'm also going to do is I make a habit of increase my resolution to 300 in case I need to change sizes, or if it's for print and so on. It's just if you're not making for websites, then I'm pretty sure it's safe to stay with the resolution of 300. So I'm just going to click OK and start the design. So what I'm going to do now is drag in my 3D text, and we're good to go. So of course, because we're doing smoke, it's much more easier to use a darker background. So I'm just going to delete the default background and bring in my own, and we're going to choose a very dark grey colour. But I'm going to go for black just to be safe. Fill it using Control Backspace. And what we're going to do is create another new layer between the 3D layer and the black layer. I'm just going to go to Filter up here, and then go to Render and Clouds. And as you can see, it will use your foreground color and your background color to make a layer of clouds. Now this looks very bland and obscure at the moment, but what you can do is go to your Filter tab down here, and go to Brightness and Contrast, and increase the contrast. As you can see, this will make the clouds a little bit more vivid. You can also decrease the brightness to increase the gaps in between the cloud. You can play around with this to get the kind of effect you want. We're going to be using several layers of clouds, so you can create several versions that you're happy with. So for the first one, I'm just going to use the two extremes. And then I'm going to create a new one. So Filter, Render, Clouds. Let's create a new one. Oops, I did it on the same layer, my bad. Let's do a new layer and then go again, Filter, Render, Clouds. And this time I'm going to contrast. Increase the contrast. I'm just going to leave the brightness at the default. And then I'm going to create one more. Filter, Render, Clouds. I'm just going to leave it as it is. So now we've got our 3 layers of cloud. We can use these to start layering. I'm going to start off with my default one at the bottom. This is all down to you from here on. It's just fiddling and tweaking until you find the design you want. So for this one, I'm just going to literally take the transparency down, as you can see, to about 20-ish. I'm just going to work my way up. I'm going to bring the rest of them actually above the text layer. So I'm going to bring the text layer so it's just underneath the default one. And from here, what you can do is you can make this out of the way. You can select the cloud layer and go to the blending options and put it to lighten, which means only the lighter colours will show through and the darker colours will become transparent. So you can't see it clearly with this one because there aren't as many lighter layers, but let's do it with this one. So if we turn it to lighten, you can see all the dark becomes transparent and all the white stays. So we're just going to do this and bring the transparency down a little. I'm actually going to use my brush and just make it soft and large so we can have a nice feathered edge, just to take away the bits we don't want. Oops, I'm using my brush instead of my eraser. There we go. So just take it back down to 800. I'm just going to take away some stuff we don't need. A lot there. Right, so I'm just going to keep on doing this until I get the effect I want. I'm just going to speed up now for the sake of the video, and I'll show you again once I'm done. So now you can see we're getting close to the effect here, where you can see the it blending coming out from the clouds. Some stuff I need to show you now to help with the effect is what I did in my background design. Let's go back to it now. As you can see, some of the clouds are a bit coloured, and it blends almost from black into the text. So we're just going to do that now. What we're going to do is going to go back down to our text layer, create a new layer above it. We're just going to use a brush, which should make it black. Make it a little bit smaller, and make sure it's soft. I'm just going to take it down to about 400. And we are just going to bring a a feathered black line below it. What I've done is I've clicked once here. I can hold down shift and click once over here, and it'll create like a line going across. So I'm just going to reduce the transparency of that so it isn't completely black. Going to go up again, do it again a bit lower, so it's almost like a gradient. Got a bit more control over it though. I'm just going to do that again, bring the transparency down, and you can see it blends into the black quite well. As for the colour in the clouds, what I did was I went to the top layer, I created a new one and filled it with a colour of my choice. So I used red in the background, but this time I'm going to use a green. Go. Fill it with the background colour, control backspace. And what I'm going to do is fill it with colour. Change the filter effect to colour. So it's a little bit intense here, and I personally don't like the look of this. What I'm going to do is bring the opacity down to about 20, 30, whatever suits you. Got a nice gas masky kind of effect. I've still got the colour of the text in there though, because it's only 20%, so I'm just going to duplicate it again and change it to hue, which is a similar effect, only isn't quite as intense. So what we've done here is a pretty nice effect glowing from smoke. If you put more time into this, you can see that it can almost be rising out of the smoke. So you can still see the corner of the A here, but it really isn't hard, guys. Take your time, enjoy it. I hope you find this useful in your upcoming speed arts and designs. If you need any help, leave a comment below, or even better, tweet me. I always reply to tweets. Thanks for watching. Like if you liked, subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.